Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into crypto like I am, you know 2025 was a wild ride, full of highs, some pullbacks, and game-changing shifts that set us up for what's next. Today, I'm diving deep into a complete year-end review of everything that happened in crypto this past year, and then I'll share my take on the outlook for 2026. We're talking price action, regulations, tech breakthroughs, and the trends that could make or break your portfolio. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have actionable insights to position yourself for the year ahead. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. We drop fresh crypto analysis every week to keep you ahead of the curve. Let's kick this off with the big picture for 2025. Crypto didn't just survive, it evolved into something more mature, more integrated with the real world. Remember how we started the year? Bitcoin was trading around that 60K to 70K range, fresh off the 2024 halving hype. But man, did it deliver early on? We saw Bitcoin smash through to a peak of over $120,000 in the first half of the year. Yeah, you heard that right. Six figures finally became reality. This was fueled by massive spot ETF inflows, with billions pouring in from institutions. BlackRock, Fidelity, and others raked in record assets, making Bitcoin feel like a staple in retirement accounts. But here's the twist. By year end, BTC pulled back below 88K, down about 6% overall. Why? Tax loss harvesting, thinner holiday trading volumes, and some macroeconomic jitters. Still, that's not a disaster. It's a reset. Think about it. Even with the dip, Bitcoin's market dominance held strong, proving it's no longer just a speculative play. Ethereum wasn't far behind in the spotlight. ETH hit a new all-time high of 4,155, thanks to the Fusaka upgrade in December that supercharged scalability. Layer 2 solutions like rollups, ZK and Optimistic, dropped fees to fractions of a cent, and we saw millions of transactions processed daily. Network activity surged, with whales accumulating like crazy. But similar to BTC, ETH ended down around 12% for the year, trading near $3,000 now after reclaiming that level recently. The real win? Ethereum became the backbone for DeFi and real-world assets. TVL in DeFi hit new highs, and apps like Coinbase's in-app DEX trading made it easier for everyday users to jump in. Now let's talk altcoins, because 2025 was a mixed bag there. Overall, alts averaged a 42% drop, but some narratives absolutely crushed it. Stablecoins were the undisputed kings, volume topped $46 trillion, and market cap grew massively, with USDC and USDT leading the charge. They're not just crypto anymore, they're the internet's settlement layer, handling cross-border payments faster than traditional systems like SWIFT. Real-world asset tokenization exploded too, reaching around $20 billion in value. We're seeing stocks, bonds, real estate, and even commodities tokenized for 24/7 trading. Projects like Ondo and BlackRock's initiatives made this mainstream, unlocking trillions in illiquid assets. AI and crypto fusion was another huge theme. We saw autonomous agents starting to manage portfolios and execute trades on-chain. Subnets expanded, networks like TAO had their first halving, cutting emissions and boosting revenue to 78K a day. DePIN, decentralized physical infrastructure, gained traction with projects like render processing over 60 million frames and funding hundreds of artists through grants. Memecoins had their moments, but by year-end, liquidity rotated back to legit projects as retail got tired of the volatility. Solana stayed dominant, with DEX volumes hitting $10 billion weekly peaks and social activity claiming 42% of all crypto buzz. Sui emerged as a dark horse, with TVL at 2.6B and native stablecoins announced. Near expanded intents to over 20 chains, and Avalanche rolled out a $675 million SPAC for treasury growth. Injective launched on-chain pre-IPO perps for stuff like OpenAI and SpaceX. Talk about blending tech and finance. But 2025 wasn't all tech wins. Regulations finally caught up in a positive way. In the US, the Genius Act provided clarity, the OCC approved national trust bank charters for crypto, and banks got the green light for riskless trading. Stablecoin laws passed, and the CFTC piloted tokenized collateral with BTC, ETH, and USDC. Over in Europe, the MyCA framework went live, creating a unified rulebook. Ghana legalized widespread crypto use, and even Russia noted Bitcoin mining strengthening their currency. Hong Kong's pushing new rules too. This shift made crypto feel less like the Wild West and more like a regulated powerhouse. Institutions dove in. JP Morgan explored crypto trading for clients, and Peter Thiel-backed Erebor Bank raised $350 million. MicroStrategy held steady with over 671k BTC, while Tom Lee's BitMine scooped up millions in ETH. One more highlight. Privacy started making a comeback. With more TradFi money on-chain, selective disclosure became essential for compliance. Zcash led the charge, and confidential DeFi TVL hit 10B in some estimates. Prediction markets boomed too, with volumes and users at all-time highs, integrated into major apps. Overall, the crypto market cap ended around $3 trillion, down 30% from peaks, but that's after a transformative year. We saw silver and gold outperform with Bow's 130% and Pleasant 65% gains, while Nasdaq was up 20%. Crypto took a breather, but fundamentals strengthened. Usage exploded, adoption accelerated, and infrastructure matured. If you were in it for the long haul, 2025 laid the groundwork for massive growth. All right, let's shift gears to 2026. This is where it gets exciting. I'm calling it the year crypto goes from proving itself to dominating. First off, Bitcoin. Experts like Bitwise and Bernstein predict it breaks the 4-year cycle and hits new all-time highs. We're talking 160k to 200k, maybe even 250k, or wilder at $1 if ETF inflows and institutional demand keep rolling. Why? It's becoming less volatile than stocks like Nvidia, transitioning to a stable cornerstone for portfolios. Expect it to be used more as collateral, with banks embedding it into core systems. Ethereum? 5k to 9k plus is on the table, boosted by further upgrades, DeFi expansion, and RWAs. L2s will turn app-specific, making chains invisible to users. Think seamless UX with smart accounts and intense reducing friction. TVL could explode as consumer apps take over. Stablecoins are set to double in size, becoming the primary global payments layer. They'll rival legacy systems, with everyday use in FX, cards, and neobanks. RWA tokenization? Expect a 10x jump, with more assets like equities and commodities going on-chain. Privacy turns into a must-have moat. Not just ideology, but for scaled financial systems. We'll see ZK proofs and modular blockchains as standards for speed, interoperability, and compliance. AI-DeFi fusion ramps up. Autonomous agents handling on-chain management, verifiable compute, and fighting deepfakes with staked truth. Prediction markets will boom, challenging traditional platforms like Kalshi with integrations into news sites and apps. Perps remain huge, with on-chain platforms matching CX volumes over 1T monthly. BTCFI grows, with billions in Bitcoin staked for yield via projects like Babylon. Altcoin outlook. Q1 could bring an alt season, with Solana staying dominant, but facing third cycle syndrome like ETH did. ETH might outperform. Sui could surprise as a rival. Decentralized ID becomes a big meta, and we'll see viral apps from unexpected ecosystems like Polygon. But watch out, hype around crypto AI and tokenized stocks might not fully deliver, and most everything apps could fail. Meme coins and NFTs? Their dominance drops as value shifts to apps with real revenue sharing. Institutions go deeper. Major banks, corporations, and even giants like X or Robinhood competing in crypto trading. Coinbase acquiring prediction market startups, and more like Erebor expanding services. Regulatory tailwinds continue. Clearer rules mean less fear, more innovation. Fundstrat warns of a potential pullback in H1, with ETH possibly dipping to $1,800 to $2,000. But overall sentiment is bullish. CoinMarketCap's outlook. Value to apps, L2 specialized, and revenue models standardizing. Presto Research predicts BTC at 160k, tokenization at 490B, and 15 plus token sales via big exchanges. In short, 2026 is about integration. Crypto as plumbing for global finance, automation, and coordination. It's not hype, it's infrastructure winning. Position for privacy, perps, predictions, and RWAs. Diversify smart. BTC and ETH on offense, metals if you want defense. Whew, that was a lot, but if you made it this far, you're ahead of 99% of the market. What do you think? Will BTC hit 200K in 2026? Drop your predictions in the comments below and let's discuss. If this helped you, smash that like button. It really boosts the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We've got more breakdowns coming, including deep dives on top picks for next year. Thanks for watching, stay smart, stay invested, and I'll see you in the next one.